Hey everyone, today we're going to be building a 360 image viewer for Rise. Now, I know what you're thinking, Storyline already has 360 functionality, why don't we just do that? And we absolutely could. But I'm not a huge fan. There's a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily like. It doesn't see a lot of updates anymore. Not that that's bad, I got other things to do. But I would like full control, and if I can build my own, I might as well build my own. So that's what we're doing today. A couple things. We're going to be using Articulate and Claude, or your AI tool of choice. And we're going to use Articulate to actually host our images as well as build our project and put our 360 viewer inside of a code block. So if you're ready, and go ahead and open up Rise, pull up your AI tool of choice, and let's vibe. Something I want to get out of the way early here is that I am going to host the images inside of Articulate Rise. Now, by default, there is no media host spot inside of Articulate Rise. As of yet, I would love to see that as a feature coming in. I would also love to see the ability to create lessons and hide them, because I think this technique could also really benefit there as well. But what I've done is I've gone in, created a course, created a lesson. You could probably do it in a micro-learning as well. And inside of that course, inside of that lesson, I am just adding in all of the 360-degree images that I'm going to use. But the gist of it here is that I am going to, since I have these all hosted here, I'm going to just simply right-click over top of the images. I'm going to choose Copy Image Address, and that's how I'm going to reference these images. So for the 360 viewer that we create, I'm going to say, I need you to use this image at this link to do it. So for this one, I did some research. I looked around the web to see how people are hosting and showing their 360 images. And I found a lot of options, but I needed one that was easy, free, and worked with Rise. And I found one called Pannellum. And that is what we're going to tell Claude to use as a reference. I highly recommend that if you're looking to do something very specific like this, chances are there are things out there within an HTML5 JavaScript format that you could use for free. This one right here, Pannellum, is open source, and we're going to use that as the architecture to build this 360 viewer. I'm going to be very specific in what I tell Claude here. Okay, so we're going to create a 360 image viewer. We're going to be using Pannellum viewer as the foundation of this build. We need a basic one image viewer that auto pans when loaded. We need a play pause button on the bottom right hand side for the pan feature, and the ability to go full screen with no squishiness of the image. We could say proportion, but squishiness is way more fun. And let's see what it gives us. So Claude has used Pannellum to build a panorama viewer. Now, the error in this, I believe, is that Claude can't go out and get the image. For whatever reason, Claude doesn't do well with grabbing images and things like that. I'm sure there's a setting I can adjust, but I just haven't got to it. Now, what we're going to need to do is copy this viewer into Articulate Rise. Then, second thing, we're going to come over here, and you see where it says image URL, your URL here. We're going to take that image URL from where we stored it inside of Rise in that other lesson, and we're going to put it here. So let's go ahead and copy our code. Let's jump over into our media viewer project. Block library code, add code, right? And then we'll go ahead and click and paste. And there we are. We have our 360 viewer, although it's super squished down, right? I don't think it's actually squishy. So if we go to the full screen button, there it is. And here in Articulate Rise, it's gone out and grabbed this image that is probably used by Pannellum as a demo image. So we can scroll around, we can move up and down. So we're super close, right? We just need to make it taller. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to grab a screen grab, and I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to give it to Claude. And I'm going to say, all functionality works. Do not change anything there. But I need it to be taller. Right now, it is cutting the image off. And then we'll drop this image in there for reference for Claude. And we'll go ahead and see what it gives us. Let's grab the next iteration of this code and let's try again. So I'm going to delete the old code, put in the new code, and voila, we have our image there. Now, because we're using such a big image, we could even go taller if we wanted to. I'm not necessarily going to worry about it in this one because we can go full screen. One thing I didn't mention earlier is that the type of images you need to use with the Pannellum viewer are equirectangular. So if you're not 100% sure what that is, look it up. You can find these images out and about, or if you have a 360 camera, you can take your own. Now, second thing, we are going to take one of our images from the media storage. It's not really media storage, it's just a lesson with pictures in it. And then we're going to copy that image URL and put it into this project. So we don't necessarily need to see satellites. We need to see a castle. Let's go with the castle picture. So I'm going to jump over to my other project here, and all of these are just added in with a image block in there. And let's grab the castle walls, copy image address, and we're going to hop over. Now, I could go back into Claude and I could say, hey, here's the link, do this for me. But here's the thing. I am going to go into here, and I wanted to demonstrate that we could click inside of our code here. I can use the keyboard shortcut Control F and I can find. So inside of Claude, if we remember, I'll scroll up here a little bit, it gave us the location in the code of where our URL should go. And I'm going to just Control F find search for image URL. So we're going to search for image underscore URL. And then I'm going to use the arrows. Oh, I think it jumped me right to it, didn't it? There we go. All right, image URL. And here it is, https pannellum.org images. And this is alma.jpg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this information. And I'm going to paste inside of those quotes, right? Inside of the sky commas, as they call them. And we're going to put that image in there. And here we are. So now we're pulling from that kind of pseudo repository of images, and it all just goes together. And here we go. We've got a functioning 360 image viewer inside of Rise. We can scroll around manually. We can pause and the auto pan will start back up, or we can enlarge, go full screen, and we can see everything. And there was much rejoicing. So very cool stuff. I find myself doing these things a lot where I'm like, I wish this had it in here. I wish this function lived in Rise. And then I remember, hey, we've got the opportunity and the ability and the tools to make that a reality. Now, one thing we can do is if we go back to Claude or whatever AI tool you used, and what I'm going to say here is, so what other features do you recommend based on Pannellum's capabilities? Do not change anything until we talk it through. Good instinct. Thanks, Claude. You're the best. So it's dividing them into, even though I didn't ask for it, tiers of value, right? High value, hotspots, multiple scenes with navigation, custom intro text title overlay, useful in the right context, zoom controls, a compass or a north indicator, So yeah, there's some interesting things here that we could add in. I think one thing we'll do before we leave is let's add in multiple images. I want a forward and backward button in the UI that loops to the beginning or end depending on the direction we are clicking. And I'm going to go back and forth between Rise and copy all the image links for the multiple images that I'm going to use. One other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the existing code and drop it in there as well so that it has a frame of reference to go from. Okay, let's review real quick. So we want to make this a multi-image experience. We need a forward-backward button, and the UI has to loop beginning to end. We also want to include the current image as well as these three, so we have 4 in total. Last but not least, don't break anything. And there it is. We have our new version with all the pieces. Let's give it a test. Let's copy that over. We'll go back into our media viewer. And I'm going to put this one in a brand new block. That way I've got both versions. Depending on which one I want to use, I can pull from them accordingly. Add our code, cross our fingers that it works the first time, and boom, there we are. So we've got our panorama with the auto pan. We're going 1, 2, 3, and 4. All the functionality is there, and now you have a 360 image viewer for Rise. And we did it. Nice work. All right, so we created a 360 image viewer for Rise. It has some functionality. We built a couple things out, but a lot of room to grow. So I encourage you to do so. If you do something really cool, or if you just do something that you haven't done before, share it. Share it with everybody. Make a video. Do all the stuff, right? Speaking of videos, make sure you like and subscribe to what we're doing here because we'd love to keep doing it for you. Got any ideas on how you would like us to move forward? What types of videos you'd like to see? What types of problems you're running into with vibe coding? Let us know. We are always open to try new things. We're going to be traveling around quite a bit here in the next several months, so we'll be doing some live shows on location at some of the conferences that we're going to be attending. So if you happen to be there, definitely stop by and say hi. Maybe we'll put you on camera, right? So, thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you next time.